My name is Juanita, and I'm proud to be here today for a few reasons. One, I was a victim for 22 years. I was out there working, and now I've been off for 15 years, and so I have seen the violence firsthand, and I've also seen change. There was a time when women would be abused, and the police would say, well, you shouldn't have been here. Well, you know what? We didn't have any choices back then. But today, I see that we have choices, and we have a good relationship with the police, so I'm glad that things are changing. And I would like to put it out to media to stop when a woman has been murdered, they're worried about the prostitute murdered. Well, it doesn't matter what she did. She's still a woman, and she'd be grieved as a woman and not as a prostitute murdered. So I'm glad I want to put that out there. As a survivor and being out now for 15 years, I am blessed to say we have an organization called CEASE, Center Ending All Sexual Exploitation. It used to be PAVE, the Prostitution Awareness and Action Foundation, but the word prostitution, they think it's a lifestyle, and that is not the case. So now that we change it to CEASE, All Sexual Exploitation, we're worrying about, we target. So we'll start off with CEASE. We have lots of programs going on in our office, and what we try to do is help our women. We know what you're doing, let's find out why, and let's help you change your situation. So if you're working on the streets because you can't pay your rent, well, we're nonprofit, we can't pay your rent, but what we will do is send you to budgeting courses to help you learn how to spend your money and do right. At our CEASE, we have a few programs going. One of the programs, and I'm very, very proud to say this, I don't know if it's the first in Canada, but I know Edmonton is proud to say we have a victim services program going now. Because a lot of the Johns will come down and abuse our women and think that they can get away with it. Well, not anymore. We have a victim service program where the women can now lay charges. They don't have to go to the police station and be humiliated. We have a woman that works at the office that do third-party writing down the statement and taking it into police. We have victim services working with the women now to support them in every step of their way, so they don't have to feel alone anymore and they're no longer victims, because they're women too. We also have I'm very proud of that victim services program. Yeah. We started up with the night safety program. We find that a lot of the victims that a lot of the girls get victimized late at night between 12 and 4 a.m. Then if they do get victimized, they take them to the police will pick them up. If they try to lay a charge, they'll pick them up and drop them off at the hospital and drive off. Any woman, anybody won't want to sit in the hospital by themselves. So at the Night Safety Center, the police can bring them there. We give them support. We give them blankets, we give them warmth, we give them soup, and we give them love. We give them what we can offer until the doctor's office opens the next day. Then we go down with them, and then we support them all the way to the end. So they're not being alone. The other program we have, which I'm part of, is the education. I go out into the community and I educate on human trafficking and sexual exploitation because it's huge and it's happening. Human trafficking in Canada is huge because our laws in this country are very weak. There's like a smorg out there. They're just picking up our kids left, right, and center and abusing them. It's online and indoors and even on massage. in massage. So what I do is go out in the community and raise awareness and hope that someone listens to my story and either not make the same mistakes as I did or learn from my mistakes, or I educate young kids what to look out for, because nowadays predators are not just men, they're women. There's other girls taking other girls and trying to put them out. I'm trying now, I'm very hopeful to get into the reserves, because human trafficking and exploitation happens on reserves too. It happens everywhere, and we have to keep our children safe. So if we go to the schools, and I'll stand on the mountaintop if I have to, because I have no shame to my game when it comes to exploitation and human trafficking. We need to wake up the awareness of this community that it happens everywhere. It doesn't have to happen just on the inner city. It happens in some of the nicest areas of town. So nobody's kids are safe, nobody's kids. We also have the building blocks for families. We find that women that have been victimized, a lot of agencies will only work with them for 6 months, while we support the women for up to 2 years, because we know after being victimized, that guy was out for 22 years. It takes longer than 6 months to pull your life together. So what we do is we support the women for 2 years. So I'm proud to say, as a member of CEASE, we came today to raise awareness. I'm here to bring awareness to human trafficking and sexual exploitation, because it's huge. And I pray for our sisters. I truly do, because they're still victimized. As we speak right now, somebody's being victimized. As we speak right now, somebody's child is getting snatched off the streets. So what we need to do is open up our eyes. Just because we go, oh, this is over, and we say it's the end of the day, it's not. It's still happening all over the place. And I just want to say thank you for having me here, because it's never going to end unless we stand up and pay attention and start to say, stop. Because if we don't stop this now, it's never going to stop. So thank you for having me. And I just want to say blessings. And it's not, I know our sisters are being victimized, but so are other races and other religions, other races, and we need to pray for all people that are being victimized. And thank you for having me.